Mm-hmm. Well, All right, I'm gonna set my clock, my timer. La parole, la parole. You know what I'm saying? La parole. That's what's here. But yeah, listen. Well, listen. This shit crazy. I got my time. I'm giving y'all 15 minutes. I gotta be somewhere in a few. But listen, we have as I was saying my last live, but you know, basically the conclusion of my last live before I was cut off was basically I was talking about a friend of mine who's a professional, a prostitute, whatsoever, professional hoe. Basically how I was saying that BDSM, you know, prostitution can kind of be good to a degree, to a degree, because it gets out a lot of trauma. See, like I said, you know, this client that the friend of mine's had, this guy, he wanted her to act like she was his stepdaughter. And he could take out his fantasies rather than acting on it. Her logic was, my friend's logic was, the fact that he's not doing it, that's all that matters. In real life, a fantasy is a fantasy. The fact that he's not doing it in real life, that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? So for her, she takes the responsibility as being a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at these, you know, these girls whatsoever, these prostitutes, these hoes and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They're basically doctors to a degree, getting out all these guys' fetishes and stuff like that. But like I said, to a degree, it's something that you can only go so far. You can only go so far with it. You know? But when we're talking about a true solution to the problem, the true solution to the problem is going deep down in the psyche. You got to go deep down in the subconscious. You got to go deep down in the subconscious. You got to go deep down in the subconscious and basically interact with that inner being. That's where your work begins. See, a lot of y'all people are doing all the excess external things, but you're not doing the inner work. The inner work is how you begin the healing process. You know what I'm saying? See, you're reading books. You know what I'm saying? You're reading books, it's not working. You listen to motivational videos, it's not working. You still have the desire to do the same fucking things that you was doing prior to listening and watching these inspirational videos. So I put binaural beats in the title. You should look into that. There's binaural beats, because the binaural beats, sometimes I say, you know, there's various binaural beats for different things. You should listen to that. When you go to sleep, have binaural beats playing for healing, whatever, emotional, whatever. All those things heals the mind. Then when you go out to do your task to better yourself, you'll find that things will be much easier. Because if you got the demon, the inner demon working against you, the things that you do will always fail. Because you have something pushing. You have something pushing you. You have to control that inner being, that inner demon. See, I can take y'all to another level. I can take y'all to another level of this conversation, but I don't want to lose y'all. What I'm saying to you is this, is that your inner work, if you want to be better, you want to put down certain things, you want to lose certain, because the thing is, listen, the question you got to ask yourself is why? Why? Are you tired? The question you got to ask yourself is why? Why make the change? Why, you know, a person going to be like, why should I change my way from being an infidel? You're saying this and that, because listen, when you don't have control over yourself, you're going to do a lot of self-destructive things that could be dangerous to you and dangerous to others. You know what I'm saying? You know, these people out here running around, you know, with desires and this and that to have sex with. Some of these people are not even having sex with a condom. They're not even having sex with a condom. You know what I'm saying? They're not. I want y'all to understand this. Is that a lot of these people that got these desires, they're running out, oh my God, they're fucking this. They're not even wearing a condom. They can't control themselves. They're on a late night stroll. It's not even, come on, man. I used to be a construction worker. I've been around the fuck shit when I was younger, working on the construction site. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how construction workers would get on, truck drivers would get on, you know, living in Newark, New Jersey, seeing construction trucks driving down Freeland Heights Ave, picking up crack whores. Do you understand how deep this shit is? Do you understand how deep sexual addiction is? You got motherfuckers that got wives and children at home. They're picking up crack whores on a fucking corner. Like I used to be a construction worker. I seen it all. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, you know, why should I stop? This is the answer. Because when you got some level of discipline, you're going to stop the fuckery that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I nearly got my life took when I was younger running after some pussy. You know what I'm saying? I nearly got my life took in running after some pussy. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got control over yourself, you're going to be a very destructive person. Because this control, see, you got to understand, it's not even about sex anymore. You got to understand the brain, man. The mind, how it operates. It's not just a sexual act anymore. It's the chemicals being released from your brain that's causing the desire that the perversion that you've created. You've created an inner monster. The monster wants to be fed. It's like a person with a nicotine addiction. You know, they can't put the cigarette down because they're addicted to the cigarette. Same thing with sex, but it's not an external factor. It's an internal thing. You create a monster within yourself. So now you don't have control over yourself. You're doing things that it's about to cost you your marriage. It's about to cost you your relationship. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all this fuck shit. You can't control yourself. You know, you pray to God. You got all these, you know, standards of moral, and you can't change it. You can't. See, the work has to be an inner work. You have to delve deep within yourself. The work has to penetrate the core of your nature, man. A motherfucker just talking to you, telling you stop doing this, stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, you got your conscience is fucking with you. Your conscience is fucking with you because you know you want to stop. You know you want to be, you know what I'm saying, an upright man. You know you want to stop. But you're like, yo, something inside of you like, yo. Something inside of you is like, how can I say this? You know you want to stop. But something inside of you just keeps you there doing it. Something in there, it just keeps you doing it. Something in there keeps you doing it. See, the thing is, that's where discipline has to come into play. You know what I'm saying? Discipline has to come into play. You have to condition the inner being. Keep that animal under control. Because now you're going to start doing crazy shit that's other than yourself. Because the thing is, the brain begins to say, I want more. I want more stimulation. I want more stimulation. This is not good enough. So now you start getting into snuff films. Now you start looking for different forms of stimulation through child pornography. You know what I'm saying? Now you start doing some fuck shit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna talk some dark ass fucking shit, some truthful shit that's painful to the fucking ears. See, the thing is, it's no longer sex. Y'all motherfuckers keep on looking at sex. You gotta look at the deeper reality behind that. It's the chemicals that's being released in the brain. The brain becomes becomes something where it needs stimulation. Yeah, you've introduced yourself to so much garbage that now your brain needs more stimulation. Normal sex is not stimulating anymore. You want a bag over your head. Shit, you want a golden shower. You know what I'm saying? What turns you on is pissing on a motherfucker. Yeah, that's what you into. Now you into some real disgusting fetish shit because you never had a chance to control yourself or learn some discipline. You know what I'm saying? Willpower is not enough. Discipline is what's necessary, because discipline is a technique to control. A discipline is shutting some shit off forcefully against your will. It's like they say, if the eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. That's discipline. You know what I'm saying? If you're, you know what I'm saying? If your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. And I'm not saying literally do that. But you gotta basically instill some shit that's against what you desire. There's certain things inside of you that there's certain things that inside of you that wants to do certain things, but you gotta put down the discipline. But you can't lay down discipline if your mind is fucked up. That's why abstinence is important. That's why programming your psyche is important. You know what I'm saying? You can't make the right decisions in life if your mind is fucked up. You're squeezing off too many nuts. You can't think rightly. Your judgment is impaired. Your sleep cycle is all fucked up. So, anyhow, man, I got somewhere to be. I hope this video is informative and y'all can get something out of this, man. I'm out.